Some people are born with an innate drive to go beyond what is expected of any normal human being. Some people take it upon themselves to scale mountains, shatter records, and inspire their fellow man through their accomplishments alone. I too strive for greatness, which is why I have decided to tackle the greatest challenge known to our generation: total and ultimate completion of CoolMathGames.com. That's right, I have officially made it my goal to beat every game hosted on Cool Math Games in a trial that I have dubbed the Cool Math Cool Guy Cool Challenge, name not final. Why? Because I can. When? Right now. Starting today. For how long? As long as it takes. The rules for this little gauntlet are pretty self-evident. I'm going to go to CoolMathGames.com, I will sort through this list of all games A through Z, and finish each game in succession. How I define finish will probably change from game to game. Obviously, I can't really beat online multiplayer games, or games that only have an endless mode, so if I run into one, I'll just skip it and move on, or maybe make up a condition to meet before I consider the game beaten. Lastly, I'll be checking the most recently added games page daily, and if or when one is added, I'll just slot it in at the end of the list for convenience. That should about cover it, so without further ado, let's begin with game 1 of 1,361. The first game was One Push, a classic block pushing puzzle game where the goal was to reach the treasure at the end of each level, with a twist. You can only push one block one time per level, hence the name, and new mechanics are introduced along the way, such as multiple characters that are controlled at the same time, and scoundrels that will steal the treasure if they touch it before you. The game starts out easily enough, but by the end of the game's 30 levels, I was spending up to 20 minutes on each level, and I finally finished One Push after 1 hour and 10 minutes. With One Push done, I only had 1,356 left to go, and the next 3 games were all endless games with no tangible way of beating them, just a high score challenge. I moved on to the next game, but just as I was getting into the horrible experience that was 3 pandas, turns out I had been streaming the entire time with no audio from my mic. Luckily, I was able to export the recording successfully, but the stream had been going on for an hour and a half at that point without me noticing. In my shame, I ended the stream and vowed to pick up 3 pandas where I left off, but the game doesn't exactly feature a level select, and you have to play the entire game in one sitting every time. So I'll have to start the entire game over, but I will leave that to the next part. In the meantime, you can watch my attempts live on Twitch and stay up to date with my progress on Twitter, both linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and please pray for me. It took me an hour to complete one game, and with 1,354 games left, it's going to be a long journey. I've been the Big Kahuna, and you have been a great audience. See you soon. Goodbye.